just had another thought that the whole like drug addict rhetoric, I have seen a lot of comments surrounding Aaron being a drug addict and basically him losing all credibility due to that. And I'm not saying drugs are good, you guys, I'm not. But what I'm saying is addiction is common. And I just feel like there is a different boundary with certain levels of drugs, as there should be. As there should be. I completely understand and I agree with that. But I feel, what's the difference of the, food addict that can't stop eating, that is killing him or herself every single day into a heart attack, obesity, immobility? I mean, the list goes on and on, right? But when those people die, it's just, oh, well, rest in peace. And, it's not this, you're a terrible person because you're a food addict. That you had food addiction. You were a terrible person because you had food addiction, And I just really want to level set, because I think people have forgotten that alcohol is also a drug. And most people, especially in America, drink alcohol 3 times a week, if not more, definitely more than you should, which would classify as an addiction, which then in turn would be drug addiction, right? And I just feel like the narrative around addiction and how we talk about people who don't beat it needs to change. It needs to change. And the reason I state this is because I understand it's sad when you lose someone, especially somebody that you really wanted to save. But for them to die and their whole thing be about how they failed isn't really necessarily something like that should be in the forefront. I feel like other things should be in the forefront. I don't know, man. It's just something about it just makes me feel very like judgy. I don't know. It's very judgy, and I really want to get away from that energy. It's just very, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but the way it seems is if your kid died from a car accident, then oh my God, terrible. My son's in heaven, my daughter's in heaven, right? Even if they were driving to go R-word or party or, I don't know, go shopping, get food. I don't know, maybe they only had one drink. I don't know, it could be anything. But it's like, there's that, and then you have the people who have like hard lives that end up being drug addicts, and then when they die, it's like, oh, good riddance. Yeah, good riddance. And I don't know, man. Something about it just isn't right to me. And you know what I think it is? I think it's because I know, and I'm sure a lot of people know this, but all right, I was getting tired on that toilet, but the rehabilitation, why can't I say the word? This word, like, I don't know what it is, but I can't say it right now. Coffee got me. I don't know what got me right now. It's clearly not a dictionary. But anyways, that word, the rate of that in America is so low compared to other countries. And I feel like other countries have completely surpassed America of like how to actually deal with mental illnesses and addictions and bringing people into the forefront of going through a traumatic situation and then getting back to who they were on their 2 feet and a better citizen for the world, right? I think there are other countries that actually care to do that, whereas in America, it's like, be a good human or die. Be a good human or get out of here. Be a good human or good riddance, right? Or instead of, the work that it takes to be said good human, right? That takes time, it takes patience, it takes a supportive community, it takes people to give a damn about you. It takes you giving a damn about you, which is very hard for a lot of people to do in America, right? There is a lot of mental illness here. So there's just certain things that I just feel like when I'm looking at it in the aspect of outrage and, just selective opinions and assumptions and I get all that. We're all here and entitled to our own opinion. But when I see the anger, it's typically from somebody in the Western world. It's typically from somebody from the Western world. And it's not about how we could have helped this person. It's not. And I don't blame it. I don't blame you for not having that aspect, because that's not really in our, communities, our energy. Like, yeah, we talk about it and stuff like that. But when is the last time that you were walking around saying, oh yeah, we just got this great guy working in our office. He's an ex-con, he's an ex-felonist. You know, he got out 10 years ago for doing this, that, and the third, but now he's doing great. Like, you don't really hear those stories a lot. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear that a lot. Whereas in other countries, you actually hear success stories of people that have done terrible, horrible things 20 years ago, and now they've turned a whole new leaf. They're working in the communities. They're a good citizen for their land. They're a good human. They're a good, bystander for society. They are doing good things for their communities, things of that nature. Whereas here in America, we don't even give those people a chance. We don't even give those people a chance. Like, oh, you sold drugs, you're out. Oh, you're not going to go to intervention, you're done. No more family. You know what I mean? Like, we're so cutthroat with it that I feel like as much as, it is a difficult situation, and as angry as a lot of us are, no matter where we are in the world, right? There's a sense of like care and patience and compassion you have to have with these people. And if you don't give that to them, they're just gonna be in outrage. They're just gonna continue that cycle. I don't remember what prison it is. I don't know if it's Germany, Finland. I can't remember exactly. Please correct me in the comments if you know. But there is a country out there that they really take care of criminals. Like, they treat them like humans. They give them nice beds. They give them like a warm place to sleep. They give them, things to teach them, to be a better person once they actually get out. And it's a reformed situation where obviously America is trying to do that. I don't want to bring Kim Kardashian in this, but she's somebody else that's trying to do that, prison reform. But it's just the mindset. I want to focus on the mindset. Obviously, other things is going to take a long time to change, as well as the mindset. But you have to have the seed for the mindset to change, right? So I'm trying to plant that seed of like, y'all, I get Aaron Carter was like a drug addict. I get that he did and said a lot of terrible things. I personally have came across Aaron Carter saying the N-word in at least 3 different videos. I could be easily talking about that right now, but I'm not, because it's not productive, So I don't even know why I'm ranting about this right now. I just feel so strongly about it because it's like, I remember what it was like being that addicted. Like, if anything, I still have an addictive personality. So I made sure from a very young age, do not touch this, do not do that. Do not, like, I knew, because I already know the second I get anything, oh, that feels good, I want to continue. That's my personality. So it's like, I can't imagine being in a situation where I had no boundaries, no family, and I'm able to get everything that I want, and then I become a drug addict and everybody's just like ridiculing me for it. Meanwhile, they have no idea what I've actually been going through. Like, it's just, we all have our own skeletons, right? We all have our own things that are in the closet. So I just feel like the whole narrative of like, who cares? He was a drug addict. No credibility, done. We don't care about your accolades. It's over. I just think that's so unfair to any human. It's not even just Aaron. Every single human. I think we should be giving people way more credit than that. I mean, prohibition happened for a reason, did it not? It's just so irritating, guys. I can't even explain how irritating this world is sometimes. Sometimes I just feel like I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense. Because what is everyone else thinking? I don't get it. Put it out the coupe in the lot, 12 for a squat, all the bells out the box, hit the leaf.